Hello, it's Julie from Blossom Tree Papercraft. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be making a very small Easter card, a 3x3 Easter card, and I'm going to be using the Honeycomb Happiness, which is from Sale-a-Bration. And I'm going to be using this adorable little chick down here, and I'm also going to try my hand at a little bit of watercolouring too. So for today's card, you will need a piece of cardstock measuring 6 inches by 3, scored at 3, for your card base. Then I'm using a little piece of designer series paper from the Love Blossoms, and this is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. And I also have a piece of watercolouring cardstock, which is 2 inches by 2 3/4. So I'll lay that down there, and then just some other little bits of scrap card, and I'm also using some of the mint macaron dotted lace trim as well. So I'm going to bring in my stays on, because I'm watercolouring. This is obviously stops everything from bleeding. I'm bringing in the cute little chick, ink up the stamp, and then stamping the chick on to there. Whilst I've got the stays on out, I'm going to bring in my piece of scrap, and I'm using the sentiment that "You're So Sweet" again into the stays on. I'm just going to stamp that out onto the scrap and then pop that to one side. I can then close this all down, and I don't have to worry about sticking my hand in it, which is what I normally do. So I'm now bringing in some pink pirouette, and oh, actually, before doing that, I'm just going to squeeze it a couple of times just so that I can get a pool of the ink into the base there, and then bringing in my little brush and a tub of water. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to brush water all over the image where I'm going to be applying the colour. And because this is watercolour paper, it can absorb quite a bit of water. So I'm just going to make sure that's nice and wet and ready to take the ink. Then I'm going to go into my ink, picking up, and then I'm just going to pop that down, and the water will help that to move and spread around the image. So just building it up, letting that flow. And then when you're happy, you can clean off your brush and get rid of all of these bits to the side. Now you could leave this to dry naturally, but I'm just going to quickly pop the heat gun onto it so that I can continue on. So I'm sorry about the noise, but just quickly I'm going to blast this. Okay, it's still a little damp, but we can move on with that. Then I'm going to take the angle topper punch, and I'm going to slide the chick all the way into the punch as far as it will go, punch down, and I'm giving my little tag at the top, and then using the lace trim, I'm just going to make a little bow, or attempt to make a little bow at the top. In fact, I'm going to leave it as a double knot. That's the beauty of this lace trim. It just will move and looks lovely. So I'm just going to cut off the access then done. So then we can start building up the card. So taking the designer series paper, I'm just going to use some snail and stick that onto the front. Then coming in with some dimensionals onto the back of the tag. I'm going to put quite a few on because obviously this is still a little damp. Pop one into the centre as well just to support that. And then I'm just going to position, but at a slight angle, onto the card. Then coming in with the 1 3/4 by 7/8 oval, just going to stamp out or punch out the sentiment. Then the scallop oval, large one, into the scrap cardstock. I'm just going to layer these two together. And then taking a couple of dimensionals, it's obviously going to go onto the card here. We've already got dimensionals onto the tag, so I'm only going to place them on this end here, but I'm going to double them up so that they stick down without warping because of the height that we've already got on the label. Position that where you're happy. And then somewhere here, and then we're just going to pop on a little rhinestone just onto the bottom, and that's it, done. Nice, quick, simple Easter card. Very simple. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye bye.